we on the hill will be free someday.
My name is Fountain Hughes. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson.
My grandmother was a house servant.
My ancestors were at Monticello as slaves.
Of the hundreds of people held in slavery at Monticello, we have images of only these 7 men and women. All of their names are preserved in Thomas Jefferson's plantation record books, but the human dimension is missing from these meticulous accounts.
I'm a descendant of Joe Fossett and Mary Hemmings.
They kept their families together.
In 1993, historians at Monticello started a project to fill in that missing dimension. We began to seek out the descendants of enslaved families and to listen to the stories they told about their ancestors. To date, we have interviewed almost 200 people. They tell an American story of struggle to make real Jefferson's words about liberty and equality. After Jefferson died in 1826, the Monticello families were sold at auction and scattered in many directions. Set free with the help of her family, Anne Elizabeth Isaacs and her husband fought against slavery from their Ohio farmhouse, a station on the Underground Railroad. Their sons-in-law and a cousin served as officers in the 55th Massachusetts Regiment during the Civil War. After gaining their freedom, both Peter Fossett and Robert Hughes founded Baptist churches in Ohio and Virginia that still thrive today. In California, Pauline Powell Burns was a celebrated artist and musician. And in Boston, William Monroe Trotter was a powerful voice for equal rights and a founder of the Niagara Movement, the precursor of the NAACP.
Come on, mothers, are you ready to go?
Across the generations, these descendants made headlines, but many others worked without fanfare, fighting for justice, building their communities, and keeping their families strong.
You don't know who you are until you know where you came from.
Just knowing what we have contributed as a family to the total fabric of this country. We're a part of what this country is about.
We couldn't forget slavery, but we could overcome it.
Since 1993, the descendants have often gathered at Monticello to honor their ancestors, whose lives and work were essential to Jefferson, his house, and his plantation. Today, these families remember the role that they have played in fulfilling Jefferson's and America's promise of freedom and equality.
When we're free, feel our spirit on the hill.